Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome back to the Fox Den. My name is Fox, and today we're going to be playing some more Penny Larceny. Last time we did a job for Miss Mistress, and I think this time we're gonna pick either Doctor Mayhem or Hate 4000. I think I'm leaning towards Doctor Mayhem though, so I think that's where we're going with it today. Also, there will be content warnings. There's going to be a link in the description below for the content warnings for the game. The game devs, put it out there for everybody to see. This game might not be up your alley. It might have some sensitive topics, so be sure to check out those content warnings before jumping into the video. And yeah, I think I was going to say something else and then I forgot. And thank you again, Keymailer, for sending me the key for the game so I could have the opportunity to play it and, well, record it for y'all. Anyway, let's hop right in. What? He's gonna be fine. I know he's gonna be fine. Who's gonna be fine? Dr. Mayhem came through. He directed us to Dr. Schumann, a terrific veterinarian and one who doesn't care about capes or masks. Oh, okay, so it basically was picked for us. I was already gonna go Dr. Mayhem, but Gibson's getting civilian medicine, not mad scientists. No worries about sketchy nonsense. So yeah, Gibson's going to be fine. He has to be. But Gib is 10 years old. That's getting on in cat years. Even with his cybernetic enhancements and genetic alterations, he's getting old. I found him when he was a kid. No, wait. He found me when he was a kid. That particular story is a bit heavy, I'll warn. Like, no shame in avoiding any triggers you have for threats of self-harm, up to you. Ooh. I want to hear the story. A good animal backstory is always something that I really enjoy. Okay. Warning you guys. She warned us. I'm warning y'all. So this might be a bit heavy. It's okay. I'd like to hear the story. 10 years ago, Parsons Institute for the Mentally Ill changed from Institute for the Criminally Insane for PR reasons. That's teenage Penny sitting at the edge of the rooftop after the Continuum incident. This is where she ended up. She heard distant whispers in her head, an indistinct voice that wasn't her own. A quiet voice at first, barely audible, tangled up in her own thoughts, but getting louder every day. Her mother told her to trust that new companion, but she was too scared to see it as anything but a monster. The doctors had no idea what to do but keep her locked up. She was a dangerous criminal, right? It stood to reason. There didn't seem to be any solution except to head to the rooftop. Behind a locked door she picked easily and then go down. I can't blame her. Her whole family wiped out in a single night. Her mind betraying her, and doctors telling her she was sick. Feeling isolated, alone, lost. Nobody loved her. Nobody cared. Her opinions narrowed, or her options narrowed. Only one exit seemed possible to her. But before she could really commit to ending it, she felt a soft paw on her hand. Meow? Hey, kitty. Hey. Hey, did you just say hey? Yeah. You can talk? Yeah, can talk. Not easy. Still learning. Learning fast. Systems operating at full capacity. Danger. You are in danger. High wind condition. Dangerous. You shouldn't sit there. Now I'm hearing cats talk. Wonderful. Well, cat, I'm sitting here because I'm planning on jumping, in case you were wondering. That is dangerous. That is the point. I'm done. I'm finished. I failed. I'm a failure. And I just want to be with my mother again. Your mother is done? Finished? Yeah, and all of this is a mistake. I should have saved her. Even if I died trying to save her, now I don't know what to do. It feels right to just give up. I'm caught, and the caper's over. It'd be better if it was actually over. I could calculate your possibilities if you'd like. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. But I could try. Calculate. Doesn't work like that. You have a computer on your face or something, don't you? What is that thing exactly? BioWorkx Augmented Reality Visor Experimental Feline Installation Package. Oh, I get it. Mad science. You got screwed over by scientists too, huh? Lab. Escaped. I escaped from the lab. Exploring. I've been exploring, looking for food. No food here. But I see a human here. I see you both. I can see two individuals. What? I'm just me. Maybe your visor's faulty. No, it's operating at full capacity. I see both of you. One human. One extra temporal entity connected via gigaversal remnants. I see both of you. I can offer the exact frequency of the resonance if you want, but it'd be just a number to you, meaningless. The whisper is real. It's a real thing, not just my traumatized brain playing tricks. It's real. Human eyes can't see it. Cat eyes can't see it. But BioWorkx Corporation espionage systems continually scan for continuum technology. And I started hearing the voice after my family tried to steal the serum from Continuum. The humans should move back from the ledge if we're going to talk. It's not safe right now. Please? Penny. My name is Penny. What's yours? I don't have the word yet. A name? I don't have a name. Only a number. How about Gibson? Like William Gibson. I think he'd approve of me having a cyber cat friend. Gibson. Yes, I like that. Penny, can we find some food? I'm very hungry. You know what? Let's bail. Get the hell out of here. I don't belong here. Not if the voice is real. And you need a home. We both do. Maybe together. We can find a new home. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting here crying. Because it's like, both parts of the story are very deep. Like, you've got hers. She thinks she's a failure. You know, she doesn't belong, blah, blah, blah. But, spoiler alert, anybody that doesn't know, I worked for 17 years in the animal field. And for years of working at the shelter, all I could think of is every time I would be a foster parent, I would come in and I'd have this whole file built on this cat and how much we loved this cat and how much this cat loved these toys but didn't like these toys. They liked this food but didn't like this food. They had their own personality. And in, I think, year 3 of me being a shelter worker, I remember this woman turned and looked at me. She goes, "We don't care. We don't care what they like, what they dislike. We don't care about their personality. They're just an animal." And that broke my heart, you know? Because they're not just an animal. They have their own personality. They are their own people. And it broke my heart. This woman just looked me dead in my face. Somebody that I looked up to. And she was like, "We don't care. We have a cage card for each cat here, each dog here, each animal that's on the premises. And that cage card is the only information we care about. And I was like, that's fucked up. And she's like, no, that's the world. I was like, well, that's fucked up to live in a world like that. So I continued working with animals, and obviously I did like 14 more years of it. But that was one of the starting points of my passion for animals, is I don't believe animals are just a number. I don't believe people are just numbers. I believe that we're all trying to make it through the day, but that broke my heart when she said that. I lost all respect for her, and she had been a hero of mine. Never meet your heroes, but she said that to me, and it was almost as cold. Like, her words were almost as cold as the expression on her face. Like, she was unfeeling. She did not care about the words that she was saying to me and how they would impact me. Because 17 years, if you do that math real quick, that was, well, 17 years ago. I was 12, 13 when I started in the animal field. And if it had not been for my compassion and my drive to understand animals a little bit more, I wouldn't have lasted that long. People like her, I'm stubborn, and I continued in the animal field so I could prove people like her fucking wrong. That's not correct. People are not a number, animals are not a number. And I live by that. I might forget key things, like I'm not good with names, I'm not good with faces. I try really fucking hard. But at the end of the day, nobody is a number to me. Nobody. Everybody's their own individual. We're all just crossing paths. And that's okay. But to have so little care for another living being, that is humanity for you. It's sad. Anyway. I'm sorry. After that, I started paying more attention to you. I learned to accept you. And all three of us built a life. We've never really succeeded at being international supervillains, but we've done okay for ourselves, right? It's been a good life. I matured into an adult with the help of Gibson and your mysterious guidance from beyond space and time. But things change. Gibson's getting old. His implants are having more and more problems. He's going to be fine, but I hope he stays fine. I want the three of us to keep going like this as long as we can. And Gibson comes dashing into the doctor's waiting room, jumping into my lap. Immediately I start petting him as he purrs happily. No more headache. I'm good to go, Penny. I'm glad to see it, friend. I'll probably need a few tune-ups, but for now the visor's working. Hopefully we can find fresh replacement parts later. Maybe we can find some BioWorkx stock during a caper. What's our next move? You sure you're up for more work so soon? You just spent all the earnings from our last caper for my vet bills. It's the least I can do, and yes, I'm up for it. Gib hops into my backpack and I pull out my phone to check the Crimer app. Maybe I've got a contract request come in while I was waiting. So we worked for the Overmistress last time. I want to work for Doctor Mayhem this time. Candy from a baby. Steal a recipe from a multinational candy company. 5-finger discount. Loot secret cash from an online store's warehouse. That's the thing that he wears. That's the headset that Gibbs wears. We're gonna go there. 5-finger discount. Sounds good. After accepting the job in Crimer, I'm given the address. The basement of a disused and partially collapsed industrial building. Nothing shocking here. there. Masks usually hole up in abandoned spaces just like me. Picking my way through the remains of the structure, I prepare to enter the lair of the mad science. Which honestly isn't all that mad. It's about as good as a zero-budget scientist can cobble together. He's made an effort at cleaning, but there's only so much one person can do by themselves, and the equipment all looks decently maintained. Whole place reminds me of my own apartment, making do with what you've got. I'm sorry, my face is like all swollen. Ow. I also have I have face strips that I had on, so I was pulling one of them off because it was getting itchy. Hey, Isaac, you here? I'm here and ready to crime it up. But the good doctor is distracted by a tiny Bluetooth earpiece and phone in hand. What the hell, Rabbi? We had an agreement. We can do a double-blind review. We don't need to know who wrote the paper, just that. Oh, come on. My writing style isn't that obvious. Who's gonna know? Blacklisted? I'm blacklisted from scientific review journals? Who blacklisted? Who gets blacklisted from some boring quarterly? You know damn well the whole incident was faked. I didn't plagiarize anything. That's not who I am. Ravi, look. Excuse me, I need this. Peer review and publication is the only way to legitimize my research. I can't get grants until I get my foot back in the door. Ravi, man, you gotta do this for me. Lives are at stake. Well, fork you then. I don't need you. I can do this myself. I'm Dr. Forkin' Mayhem, and you'll rue the day you crossed me. And he spikes his expensive smartphone straight into the concrete floor. Fuck yeah. Fork. What's up, Doc? He finally turns to face me, sighing in disappointment. Just digging my grave a bit deeper, I guess, and using phrases like rue the day, and now I need to buy a new phone. You're a mask. You don't buy a phone, you steal a phone. Yeah, but I've got a really good data plan with movie streaming services included. I can't steal the waves. Sure you can. My partner Gibson cooks you up a burner SIM card and you're good to go. I'm still trying to get back to my real life, Penny. That means having a legit phone number from which to plead my case. But considering plan A just collapsed on me, I guess I'm stuck with plan B. I'm plan B, aren't I? Yeah, sorry. I was hoping I could avoid it by getting my work published and officially recognized. A road back home. But that's not looking likely, and well, that means I'm screwed. This isn't what I wanted from my life, and I'm trying. I'm trying to get out from under it. But I don't know how. Isaac's still thinking like a civvy. There are options he hasn't considered yet. Ow. Why not just self-publish his findings online? To hell with the establishments. That's a good point. That's a good point. Just saying. That's what I would do. But I don't cure cancer or anything. Surely there's some kind of mask-based medical journal he could work with instead. Does he have any trustworthy allies from his old civvy life that he can tap for help? I'm gonna go with the middle option. Okay, so you're a mask now, but there's a ton of mask-based services out there for people in our position. Isn't there a medical journal for mad scientists you could publish your works through instead? Technically, yes, but it's a matter of ethos. If my work gets peer-reviewed and published in one of those rags, well, it doesn't help my credibility if my work goes up next to articles on how vaginas influence earthquakes and Wi-Fi causes autism. Oh, right. Because mad science. It would get my findings out there and open-minded researchers could build on them, but I'm not sure it's worth the price. Peer review and validation of work is worthless if the peers reviewing it wrap their head in tinfoil and live in bunkers. I need to raise my reputation, not lower it, and in the meantime, there's work to be done. Oof. What are you working on? What are you working on anyway? Nerdy medical stuff. A unique new take on how to cure cancer. The specifics are probably not your thing. Hey, try me. How's it all work? Well, what I'm trying to prove right now is that science. Aha. Science. Right. Science. Okay. But that's just the bare bones high level overview. The more I read the word science, the more I think it's misspelled. Is it misspelled? Am I going to Lulu? Really, it's a matter of science. Are you following any of this at all? Not a word of it. But you're clearly passionate about it, so that's cool. Heh. I guess it's my jam. Yeah, I genuinely enjoy problem solving. When I can solve a problem instead of beating my head against a wall. But enough about me and my problems. We've got a mask shirt to do. You sure you want to do mask shirt at all? I mean, if your rep's really important to you. I know, it's a gosh darn tug of war. I want to pull one way, but I get nothing. So I gotta pull the other way. But if I pick the right capers to pull, it'll get me some rep within the mask community without completely burning me elsewhere. And I think working with you is the key, because your rep is clean. Clean? I'm on an FBI wanted list, Isaac. For petty theft, sure. The occasional high-profile heist, but nothing violent, nothing that genuinely makes the world a worse place. And what happened to your mother? That's a gosh darn shame. It's not right. A corporation lab going that far to protect trade secrets? No, that's not the world I want, and neither do you. So I think it's appropriate for us to help each other. You know about that? Yeah, and you have my sympathies, Penny. I did my research after the Crimer event. Of all the potential henches I talked to, you're the only one I feel comfortable working with. Oh, that's... Well, sure. That's validating as hell. Feels good to hear. He talks a good game, but there's doing your homework and there's cyberstalking. That feels shifty. No, I feel like that's pretty okay. He's definitely the kind of man who'd stand against Continuum? A good man to work with. We should warn him even harmless crimes could pull him into the world deeper than expected. I like that. Okay, that's cool, but you do realize it's still crime, yeah? I'm still stealing things on your behalf. It's illegal. And every time I do it, that tug of war yanks deeper. If you're okay with that, okay. We'll do business. But I can't do that in good conscience if you're trying to stay legitimate. I'm Doctor Mayhem, remember? It's been decided. I still feel I can come back, even if I have to leverage my outlaw status for now. Forgiveness is a virtue. Let me decide for myself how deep I want to go, and I know that someone like you can help me get where I have to be. Got it, as long as we're clear. I do appreciate the concern, believe me. Most masks would be like, woo, let's go cause some crime without an ounce of sympathy. I'm lucky to have met you. You're just the kind of mask I need. Aww. I'll do my best. Speaking of crime, let's get to work. You saw the deets on Crimer of what I'm looking for? Yep. Walk me through the fine points and we'll get started. 5-finger discount. Mission briefing. So I'm assuming you're familiar with Amazing Products and Services Corporation. Usually just called Amazing. Free 2-day shipping, same-day game release, and a free snitch.tv sub for Amazing primary subscribers. Also world-renowned for horrible working conditions and destroying small businesses and clogging the mail with packages. And their owner is so busy trying to turn Mars into a libertarian colonial empire that he does nothing to solve real-world problems. Yeah, that. All of that. Honestly, Amazing doesn't really sell anything. They just act as the middleman for people who sell stuff, and that includes real shady shirt. From what I've been reading on Crimer, there's a stash of goodies from BioWorkx lurking in an Amazing warehouse. BioWorkx? Those are the bastards who cybered up Gibson. They tortured a kitten just to further their research, which is why we're going to steal their lab equipment and put it to better use. Gives me more gear to work with and takes from a company that performs cruel animal experimentation. Odds are they're tax dodging by shipping those Amazing drop shipped from other places in the world with weak laws. And stealing from buttholes is hardly stealing at all. I'm good with it if you're good with it. If there's any hardware in there that can help Gibson out, I'd be happy to donate it to you as a bonus for the job well done. The vet patched him up, but getting a fresh visor to replace his old one would fix the problem for years. Okay, let's take time to break into the stash. So I'll need to do it in secret. That means identifying my window of opportunity. I'll slip in as an employee and scout the place. See if I can locate the stash and gain access quietly. Good luck. Pack a lunch. Aw, he wants me to have food. 5-finger discount. Case in the joint. Amazing. It's not that amazing. From the outside, this place looks like a giant windowless concrete building. Or brick, sorry. And from the inside, it's even less amazing. Aside from being a literal maze of shelves and boxes and inventory stock. Well, I look good in a vest. I was expecting my falsified employment records to be studied closely when I clocked in this morning, but nobody cared. They just jammed a smart tablet in my hands and said to get to work. Fortunately, finding the BioWorkx stash was easy. It's right there in the corner of the warehouse, company logos and all. The access door has a computerized lock since only stock robots go in and out. And there's eyes everywhere, so I can't sneak in. Making an opportunity for myself to break in is going to be tricky. Every time I wander, my tablet beeps me and demands I get back on task. Even if the tablet wasn't my own personal big brother, it seems Big Sister is watching too. Miss Seymour Butts, I'm sad to say you are 2 minutes and 30 seconds behind schedule. How the heck does she sneak up like that? The micromanager. Time is money. Through the thick haze of heat soaking the entire warehouse, I see the prim and proper efficiency expert and middle manager glare at me. Penny, that's matchmaker. She just put on a pair of glasses. You're telling me the director of operations for Crimer is slumming it working for Amazing? Huh? Besides, Matchmaker doesn't wear glasses. This woman wears glasses. If it was Matchmaker, she wouldn't be able to see. Apologies, ma'am. It's my first day on the job. Ignorance of protocol is no excuse for not following protocol. If you're going to be part of the amazing family, you have to support your family. You want to support your family, don't you? Your family loves you. Of course. Wonderful. I will slate in 10 minutes of unpaid break time to compensate and give you a moment to get acquainted. Have an amazing day. This is not going well, and I'm sweating through enough that this tacky ass jumpsuit is sticking to me. Fortunately, another worker notices me tugging at my collar and offers a plastic bottle of amazing water. Here you go. I always carry spares. I also keep the empties in case I need to pee and don't want to get caught taking a break. Okay, thanks. Why is it so freaking hot in here anyway? Is the air conditioning broken? We don't have air conditioning. Makes the summer day shifts pretty bad. Wish I could switch to night shifts when it's cooler. Day and night shifts, 12 hours each. Around-the-clock workers and surveillance. Breaking into BioWorkx unseen is impossible. A month ago, they decided renting private paramedics to wait in the parking lot for people to drop from heat exhaustion was cheaper than AC. That can't be legal. Welcome to Amazing. Everything is legal if they say it is. Why not rise up and overthrow your corporate rulers, or at least demand some gosh darn fresh air? You don't want to talk like that. Certain words are banned. Overthrow especially. Also, petition and living wage. Anyone speaking up against the Amazing Family goes under heavy scrutiny. Or reassigned to fly solo on a task meant for 2 people. Then go for poor performance. Then let go for poor performance. Holy shirt! And nobody's willing to disobey, huh? There's supposed to be a walkout this afternoon, actually, but I'm pretty sure barely anyone will show. Nobody wants to risk their job. Look, just stay hydrated, pace yourself, avoid the manager, and you'll do just fine. I gotta get back on task before my tablet notices I'm stalling. Okay, fork this shirt. Fork this shirt sideways. I have my own work to do. Fancy feast? Can you take control of my tablet, make it look like I'm on task? Already on it. It's using Amazing OS, which has more holes than a truck stop bathroom wall. That's hot. Dude, gross. Panda Bear to Watson. Do you copy? Over. Watson? Huh? Yeah, like Dr. Watson? Because you're a doctor? It's my new code name for you. Hey, Dr. Watson was the sidekick. And which one of us is out here in the field investigating right now? Yeah, okay, that's fair. I think I know how we can make this happen, but the timing's going to be tight. Getting into the stash is the easy part, but I need to clear this place out so I'm not spotted in the process. So, if you'll allow me to skip a few steps, it's time to get straight to planning the job. 5-finger discount, planning the job. I like reading the little thing that pops up. It's kind of cool. We start a labor strike. And that's it. That's the plan. Use the walkout this afternoon to distract everyone, then steal the equipment. Done. You can't be serious. How is this a low-profile cat burglary? Do you really care how it gets done or that it gets done? Good point. And forking over Amazing, maybe even getting benefits for their employees, that's a nice bonus. Workers of the world unite, I suppose. Get to it. Fancy feast. I need you and my gear in a car on its way here, now. We gotta suit up and get ready to go when the walkout goes down. Wow, cutting it close with the timing. Can you maintain comms and do hacks while on the road? You need to ask? I'm awesome, Penny. I got this. And no need to spend money on a getaway rideshare. I know a discreet guy who will drive me out there for free. You're gonna get Kawaii-chan to drive you, aren't you? the masked twit who exclusively steals body pillows and manga. I like him, and he likes cats. He gives good head pets. I like that kind of extortion. Well, at least I won't be the one dealing with him ranting about the latest Isekai light novel? Isekai, sorry. I can only tolerate so many. I got hit by a bus and reincarnated in a video game world where all the girls want me stories. Same! Same! Okay, I've got a few stops to make to ensure maximum attendance for the walkout and minimum oversight for the BioWorkx X stash. There's a lot of opportunities here for both. Where do we begin? Employee gathering? You would think there would be a good amount there. Finding at least 2 employees just standing around is pretty rare here, but I need to do it if I'm going to instigate revolution. Fortunately, in a less used corner of the warehouse, I notice a few dead security cameras and a nook where some are talking. Mandatory overtime on a 12-hour shift, and that's the 3rd time this week. I'm starting to forget what my kids look like. Make sure you don't mark it as OT on your timesheet. Pretend you went home on time. I made that mistake of reporting my OT and my boss accused me of negativity. It's better than unemployment, I guess. My girl needs braces and we don't have dental. It's all out of pocket. Maybe we should just join that walkout you heard about. Nuh-uh, no way. I'm not getting another write-up for being negative. It's just a few extra hours, right? No big deal. Oh, that isn't gonna work. Not one bit. Hey, anyone got a smoke? I don't smoke, but hey, it's a reason to approach. Huh? Nope. You should head to the south fire exit. Smokers usually gather there. Okay. What's this I hear about a walkout? Some folks thought a work stoppage would encourage Amazing to take our demand seriously. It's not gonna work. Nobody's willing to risk it. It'll work, but only if we've got the numbers to make it work. Things are just going to get worse if nobody's willing to try. They can't legally fire employees for organizing. Oh, ow, ow, ow. My foot got caught. Hold on. I think numbers is a good way. It's safety in numbers, right? If the crowd out there's large enough, if there are enough voices, it'll work. I get wanting to avoid individual risk, but collective action doesn't work if everyone sits it out. You gotta think of the whole. Management keeps calling us a family and expects us to pull together, but only when we pull for them. Let's show them it works both ways. If the entire family stands up for itself, they have to listen. I don't know. Look, I think what they're doing is admirable, but I just can't risk it myself. I can't either, but I'm gonna anyway. I want to see my kids again. I can't go on like this. I'm joining the walkout. If they fire me, so be it. At least I get to go home. Damn it. Okay, if you're going, I'm going. I don't like this, but maybe I can hide behind you and they won't notice me. Safety in numbers, friend. They can't fire their entire staff, not without a massive public incident. I think we'd better get back to work before our tablets notice we're loitering. Come on. 2 more for the walkout, and they'll spread the good word, leading to more joining the walkout. Okay. I know this is all a ruse, so I can break into the stash unnoticed, but I think I've done some good here all the same. Okay, where are we headed next? Okay, they said fire exit is where some of the other ones are. Let's go there. According to those workers I talked to, the south fire exit is another popular hangout spot for smokers. Maybe I can find more employees and convince them to join the walkout. Looks like someone already disconnected the alarm on the door. Definitely employee sneak out spot. And on opening the door, I'm greeted by a wave of cigarette smoke. A single employee loitering by the door grinds out their cigarette butt under a shoe before looking up at me. Hey. Hey, surprised to see someone out here. I won't tell if you won't tell. Okay, so it's just one employee. I was hoping to find a bunch out here, but encouraging one to join the walkout is still useful to me. Hey, so did you know there's going to be a walkout later today? Wow, that was easier than I thought it'd be. Yeah, I heard. Are you going? Hell no. Why should I? It's a terrible idea. And if you're smart, you'll avoid even talking about it. Ooh. Put our futures in the hands of some outsiders just looking to get rich off mandatory dues. They don't understand our problems and don't care. Heck, I heard from my sister's boyfriend that when his place organized, their salaries went down. It's just common sense. Besides, they can just fire all of us and hire new employees. Why throw your job away in this economy? Amazing is a family. We should trust the company. They know what's best for us. But, like, workers' solidarity. Not worth a lick. We have it good here already. Just keep your head down and collect your paycheck and everything will be fine. Where'd you get those crazy ideas from anyway? Who's been talking about the walkout? Maybe I can talk sense into him. No way in hell I'm stitching out the workers I've talked with so far. Don't like the way this guy's looming over me either. I'm new here. I don't know anyone's name. What did they look like? I forget. Whatever. Forget I brought it up. Okay, do the right thing, kid. Don't go to the walkout. You're clearly new here, and I'd hate to see something bad happen to you. Sketchy. Shaking my head to clear it, I step back inside the warehouse. Oh, those two-faced sons of witches. Huh? I recognize that face. That's actually an anti-labor consultant hired by Amazing. That forker was contracted by my original employer to quell organization efforts in their lab. They're an undercover plant. I even recognize that your salary may actually go down bullshit line. Like, how does that even make logical sense? Not surprised in the least that Amazing would send a hatchetman in to do their dirty work. Those sneaky forks. If we let that guy run free, he'll dissuade others from the walkout. Okay, I got it. Don't worry. Okay, how do we fork with this guy? So many lovely options on the table. It feels like a Gibson play to keep my hands clean. What do I want him to do? Virtually steal his car and go joyriding. Cancel his contract with Amazing. Play the mask card and drop a supervillain threat. We can cancel his contract. I mumble a few words to Gibson, who gets to work. Then lean through the door, all conspiratorial, like, hey, just to warn you, I just heard that there's an undercover agent from Work Balance Management Services around here. Really? I doubt it. That sounds like a baseless conspiracy theory. I heard it right from the micromanager. I overheard her say he'd fail and was gonna be fired. That can't be right. But as he checks his phone, his eyes widen. That backstabbing little... Fork this. They don't want to pay me for my hard work. I'm out of here. Given Amazing's legendary customer service queues, I doubt he'll clear this up before the walkout's already over and done. That's one fewer obstacles in the way of the walkout. Time to get back to work. So where are we headed next? I keep reading this as robot duck. Let's go to the conveyor belts. May as well do a little work while I'm here to keep management off my back, and the last step in the process looks pretty simple. I step in line behind a worker, taking up a free spot on the delivery conveyors. Cardboard boxes slide along and I tape them up as they pass. From here, trucks will haul ass down the highway to get people their gummy vitamins, phone chargers, and copies of Joe Dirt on Blu-ray. Aside from the rickety machinery of the whole thing being a bit concerning, there's really not a lot to this. Boring. I don't see why anyone would live like this when they could be international jet-setting criminal master criminals living free and wild. Even if living free and wild doesn't always pay the bills, and I don't have health insurance of any sort, and I could land in jail. Okay, I kind of get the appeal. Legitimate life is safe and stable, usually, but amazing's not making the case for safe or stable. Specifically, when a box gets jammed up on a chunky part of the conveyor, the worker in front of me tries to free it up and gets snagged. His hand caught in the works. Whoa, whoa, whoa! He's about 7 seconds away from losing his hand as the line merrily grinds along, dragging him with it. Fork, 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 gotta act fast. Call for help, shut down the machine, pull him free. Shut down the machine. I move swiftly, vaulting over the line one-handed, and deliver a swift mid-air kick to the lever that controls the conveyor line. Who knew being a nimble, athletic master thief could be useful in a workplace context? The whole thing shuts down instantly. The endless train of boxes goes still, leading to confusion from others on the line. With the gears grinding to a halt, the worker is able to pull his hand free. Holy shirt, I almost died there. You good now? Everything intact? Need me to grab a first aid kit or something? Just a little scraped up, but it could have been way worse. Thanks, kid. Nice moves. Happy to help. You know, we should seriously be speaking out about these crappy machines. Yeah, Oh, shirt. He gets right back to work on noticing the micromanager sliding up behind me. Miss Butts, am I to understand you are responsible for shutting down the entire line? What? It was about to grind someone into hamburger. You are not authorized to stop the delivery process for any reason. Contact a supervisor if you feel there is a pending accident. Please leave it to the professionals to make these decisions. Thank you. With her warning delivered, she returns to the catwalks, overseeing the whole operation. I have got to do something about her. She's intimidating everyone around her, which ain't good for the walkout prospects. As soon as the coast is clear, I slip away, not wanting to risk losing a limb from this damn caper. For this damn caper, sorry. Where are we headed next? Catwalks. Let's go talk to the Miss Lady. It's good to try for a bird's eye view over an area when scouting it out for a heist, and few people actually look up. A few maintenance workers wander around up here to shortcut across the building, but it's largely unoccupied, except for one person, the micromanager, overseeing everything. She looks up from her tablet as I approach with a mixture of mild surprise, mild annoyance, and overwhelming corporate cheer. Hello, are you lost? I'm gonna need some pretty powerful laser-guided lies to get her out of the building. Let's see. Drop hints that violent agitators are on their way here to support the walkout. Claim a BioWorkx shipment was dumped on the interstate in a shipping truck incident. Spoof a cyber attack on the tablet system to keep her distracted. Cyber attack. Gibson's already got access to their systems, and we know each other well enough that I trust him to do more with hints and prompting. Hey, so I think something's wrong with my tablet. If you require IT services, simply tap the support icon on your tablet. Well, that's the thing. There's no support icon. Or any icons at all. Just pictures of cats. What? See for yourself. By the time I pull out my tablet, Gibson's improvisation is complete and my tablet is showing cute kitten videos. Have you been watching viral videos on company time, Miss Butts? No, this just sorta happened. I can't stop it either. It just keeps going and going. And I checked with some other employees. Their tablets are showing cats too. That can't be. And sure enough, the micromanager's tablet immediately starts playing cat videos. And from all over the warehouse, the meowing commences. Heck, this is causing a work stoppage alone, with everyone pausing to look at cats. I need to deal with this. I have to call him. He's not going to be happy about this. She doesn't even thank me for my service to the company, so distracted by the hack as she wanders off. Looks like she'll be busy for a good long while. And this disrupts the entire company, so hey, double win. Seems I'm out of time. The walkout's scheduled to happen any minute now, which means it's, technically speaking, time for 5-finger discount, the heist. Look, this caper doesn't have a hard day/night cycle. Deal with it. Step 1. Verify that the walkout is in full swing. It's time to see if my antics today had an impact or not. And wow, there are a lot of people joining the walkout. That's almost the entire workforce filing out the doors and gathering. As I approach, I only make it to the fringe of the crowd. Seems the word has spread far and wide. One of the workers has a megaphone and is addressing the crowd. The time has come for Amazing to recognize the low pay, terrible benefits, long hours, and unsafe working environment they're providing. We can't sit idly by and let things get worse. If you've been here more than a month, a week, a day, you know they'll cut every corner they can. Until they agree to hear our demands, we aren't going back in there. Cheers from the crowd, passions running high. Perfect. Looks like my efforts at winning over hearts and minds have borne fruit. I'll still need to dodge the inventory stock robots once I get started though, even if the humans are distracted. And the best part, the micromanager's nice and distracted, meaning nobody's here to de-escalate the situation. No contrary voices show up to discourage the walkout. With that taken care of, it's time for the actual, honest-to-goodness heist portion of the proceedings. Gibson's in the back parking lot with his ride, my equipment, and everything else I'll need. I suit up and gear up. I'm not doing this in a jumpsuit. It's costume time because I'm a professional and professionals have standards. So, how'd the planning phase go? We'll still need to be careful, but I think we've got enough of a distraction going that this won't be difficult. As long as you can crack security on the BioWorkx stash in your usual record time, we're good. It'd be nice to have some padding on our time window. Hacking's not easy, you know. I silently make my way to the secured BioWorkx shipping container, hugging the shadows like they were teddy bears. Even with the chaos outside, it's better to be safe than sorry. In short order, we're at the stash, a large metal shipping container with an electronic-looking lock. Normally only accessed by the stock robots. Easy in, easy out. Okay, we halt, evildoer. And that's exactly the moment when a hero blocks my path. Farsight, Cape Book Crusader. Farsight has arrived on the scene to stop your nefarious schemes. Prepare yourself for battle, you wicked villain. I know every combat move you'll make before you make it. You cannot win. I don't really fight people. I'm more of a sneaky thief type than a martial arts type. Do we really have to fight? Feels like it'd be kind of one-sided. Oh, well, I mean, if you just want to surrender, that's okay. I'd be okay with that. Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me either. Nope, not a fan of that. How about something other than you kicking my teeth in and I give up entirely? Like, let's put some more options on the table. We can workshop this a bit, figure it out together. Yeah, at this point, I'm just trying to confuse her and buy some time while I figure out a smooth exit from the situation. I wasn't gonna kick your teeth in. I mean, that's kind of brutal. That's what a mask would do. I'm a mask and I don't kick anyone's teeth. You're thinking of Tooth Kicker. That guy's a butthole. I'm not saying you do. I'm saying ugh. And she staggers on her feet while grasping at her head, trying to deal with sudden onset of migraine agony. It's a trick. She's dangerous. We should kill her. No, we don't kill in this timeline. We're a heroine. Her eyes start glowing, a swirling shift of colors. My eyes have trouble trying to parse. As the pain grows more intense for her. She's trustworthy. She's a risk. She's an outsider. She cares about us. No, she's going to run. Shut up. It's too loud. Hey, you okay there? All of you, just be quiet and let me think. Look, if you need a moment, I can just come back later. It's cool. No, I'm here to stop you. So I'm going to stop you. You're going to rush at me, and no, you'll use your smoke bombs. And no bombs? Didn't use them on you? What did she do then? Shh! I can't hear. You're all too loud. Okay, I should really get the hell out of here while she's arguing with herself. Self-preservation above all else, right? What do you think? She's in pain. I say we have some sympathy and help her out. Run for it. Think of the job. This is an opportunity to safely escape a hero. If you sneak attack right now, you can take her down quickly and safely. I know it's not what a mask should do, but yeah, this is hitting a little too close to home for me. You know how bad things got when I first heard your voice in my head? How scared I was? I should be the ally I needed when I was in her situation. Oh my god. Hey, deep breaths. Calm down. Center yourself. Count from 5 to 1. I can't. 5 to 1, trust me. Taking a breather is good for anxiety. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We good now? Yeah. It's my superpowers. I'm in touch with millions of other variations on our timeline, exploring the possibility of every moment. What's it? Tiny differences. If I have coffee instead of tea, it won't divert all of history, but it's still a micro variant I can observe and collapse. But sometimes my other selves get really overwhelming, and today's been especially bad. And who are you exactly? Oh, I'm Penny Larceny. I'm a thief. Pronouns she, her. Pleased to meet you. I'm Farsight. She, her. I'm a heroine. But you know that already. I love your costume, by the way. Thanks. It has pockets. Oh my god. I'm talking to a real life girl. Oh my god. I'm a real life girl talking to a girl. Oh my god. Quick, be cool. Be cool. So, Farsight, level with me. You want to reschedule this do-gooding for a day when you're feeling better? Pick it up tomorrow, maybe? I mean, I would still like to get out of this, even if I genuinely sympathize with her problem. I don't think I can do that. I appreciate the help, believe me, but I'm here on official hero duty. I got an anonymous tip on Cape Book that a villain would attack here. The hell? Nobody knew I was coming here. Who could have tipped you off? It's pretty common, actually. Half of my best villain thwartings come from Cape Book tips. I'm gonna file that factoid away for a rainy day. That's a thread worth picking at. So, how do we handle this now? Me just attacking you after all, that feels kind of awkward. What are you gonna do here, anyway? What's your evil scheme? Don't you feel the urge to tell me your entire nefarious plot? The walkout's still going on, thankfully, so I don't have security and robots and more jumping into this mess. I just need to banter my way out of this situation and make my exit. Oh, just swiping some potentially illegal biotech from a shady corporation. That's arguably less evil than I was expecting. But theft is still illegal, and shady is no excuse for taking someone's private property. Okay, so this is clearly going to be a problem. At least Farsight's reasonable, as capes go. She hasn't tried to cuff me or punch me or anything. How do we deal with this situation? Offer to surrender if you're wrong about BioWorkx shipping illegal goods. Point out that Amazing is run by bastards and hurting their bottom line is hardly a crime. Double dog dare. I feel like I was pretty nice to her, so I'll offer to surrender if I was wrong. Point out the Amazing is running. Oh, I like this one too. Are you seriously going to stand there and defend Amazing after the shirt they've pulled in the name of profits? There's a workforce out there protesting for basic human decency, and you care more about stopping me stealing from them? I say taking a few dollars away from the guy dumping cash into turning Mars into a unregulated libertarian dystopia isn't all that bad. I don't approve of Amazing, even if I kind of rely on their free 2-day shipping. But I don't get to pick and choose the laws I enforce, Penny. Aw, that's so sad. I'm sorry, but I have to stop you. It's what heroes are supposed to do. Please don't make this difficult. Gib, get to work. Gibson leaps out of my backpack and bounds over to the BioWorkx container door, balancing atop a convenient pile of stuff. On it, keep her distracted. Wait, you have a pet cat in your backpack this whole time? I'm nobody's pet. I'm my own person. I am Shadow Lord Hellcat the Nightmare Bringer. Yeah, no, his name's Gibson. Oh, he's so cute. Wait, no time for kitty. I gotta stop crime. Literally me. I stay between Farsight and Gibson as he links his cybernetic visor to the access panel. Hopefully, both the visor and the door use BioWorkx tech. This will be a fast hack. Surrender now, Penny. I really don't want to hurt you. And I really don't want to be hurt. But I also know better than to let you just talk and talk, so I barely dodge out of the way of the punch. She knows my moves because she can see through time, so the best I can do is react, not act. The second I go on the offensive, she's going to just grab me out of nowhere. I have to keep the timing tight and snap react to her instead. Quit dancing around. And what'll you do if you catch me, huh? Throw me in jail? Send Gibson to the shelter to be kept in a cage? How could you be so cruel to a poor innocent kitty cat? I wouldn't. Wait, innocent? He's literally breaking into a secured facility right now. No, he isn't. He's playing with it like it's a cat toy. Aw, look at the little schmugum. You can't fool me. Just because he's a sweet, adorable little ball of fluff doesn't mean he can't be a criminal. Does that mean you have to put him in the little orange kitty jumpsuit and send him to kitty jail? Oh, just imagine how adorable and sad that would be. Those big watery eyes behind bars. Oh, and unlocked. Good work, Gib. Hey, no fair. You distracted me with how unthinkably cute he is. And the shipping container door swings open to reveal... What the? Oh, jeez. Those bastards. BioWorkx weren't just shipping out medical supplies or dodgy contraband technology. Inside the shipping container, we see row after row of metal cages, each containing a cybernetically augmented kitten. Light? See light? Help? Help? Where robot? No more robot? Don't take us away, please. What is this? This is BioWorkx, the ones who took me away from my mother and turned me into what I am. This is who they are. This is what they do. I am only a prototype. These are the mass production models. Of course, use Amazing as a middleman since they have robots that can package up and ship out BioWorkx products quietly. Amazing gets plausible deniability, BioWorkx gets Amazing's reputation to avoid their packages being searched. Win-win. Except for these cats. They won't win at all. How could this have happened without anyone knowing? Oh, people know. People with money and nice suits who don't give a damn. You want to stop a crime, Miss Heroine? Here you go. This is the crime worth stopping. Have fun. I'll contact the authorities and get these cats to safety. I'll make sure they're cared for. One sec. I gotta ask someone on comms about this. Boss, you okay with letting Farsight take over from here? Absolutely. Throw BioWorkx into the dumpster. They deserve a heroic shutdown. Nothing here I need stolen anyway. My intel was bad. There's no heavy lab equipment in there, just tragedy. I do, however, take advantage of Farsight's stunned silence to nick a fresh visor from the stack of small boxes in front of the container. I'm not walking out of here without a replacement part for Gibson, even if I'm letting the rest of this crime slide. Farsight, promise me something. Yeah? Don't let them end up like I did, wandering the streets. And don't let scientists tinker with them. Make sure they find loving homes. Oh no! I'm crying! They've been through a lot of pain and will need time to heal. Just like how Penny helped me heal, okay? I promise. You have my word, Gibson. Satisfied, Gib hops into my backpack to calm himself and rest. I wish my useless superpowers would have told me what was in there. I knew it was important, had to be protected, but that's all. It was literally Schrodinger's cat, if you think about it. All the voices, all the noises in my head. It's hard to pick out anything useful. I'm sorry. I should have known. I didn't even know. I was hired to do crimes, but in the end, couldn't crime it up. So I failed to do my part, too. I can't say I'm disappointed with the outcome, though. It's not what I expected, but it's a happy ending all the same. I should probably still be arresting you for trespassing. I won't tell if you won't. I'm just too busy sorting out this mess. I'm afraid the crook slipped away while I was tending to the kittens. Thanks a bunch, Farsight. Maybe the objective switched out from under me, but it's still a job well done, and I need to get out of here while I still can. Any moment now, this place will be swarming with capes and cops and more, not to mention any fallout from the labor walkout. Time to make my amazing escape. man. Oh, man. Well, that was a thing. Looks like the walkout was a success, thanks to you. And that combined with animal abuse by an amazing business partner? Yikes. Both companies got a black eye tonight, and that can only be good for labor organizing efforts. It's a win-win. Unless Amazing just throws money at the problem until it goes away. Also a possibility, but I'll hope for the best. And rescuing a bunch of cats from being used as mad science fodder looks good for me to indirectly sponsor that. I'm gonna trumpet that on social media. Doctor Mayhem standing against unethical experimentation should play well. I got Gibson a new visor too. That's a nice extra. I win, Gibson wins, the warehouse workers win, the cats win, your reputation wins. Everyone wins. Although you did send me there to steal a bunch of lab equipment, which turned out not to exist in the first place. Yeah, fork me for trusting my sources on that one. The whole point of this fiasco was to stock up my lab with fresh resources, and that's out the window. So, like, happy with the results, not happy that personally I'm right back to square one. On the plus side, you got a master thief in your corner who's ready and willing to try again to get what you need. Can't argue with that. I'll take the W even as I take the L, I guess. I think we're off to a good start. It's nice having a mask to work with that understands my ambitions. Soon this world will realize the error it made in turning its back on me. Meaning world domination and making fools pay for crossing you. Of course not. I meant, relax dude, I know what you mean. And I'm good with doing good. So can I expect more contracts from you on Crimer? Sure, works for me. I'm liking this guy. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I could see us making this long-term thing. What do you think? Definitely a good friend to have, and we work well together. I'll be seeing you around then, Penny Larceny and Doctor Mayhem make a good team. Glad you agree. See you, Penny. Long day, long night, but a productive caper, all in all. Can't wait to see what comes next. Oh my goodness. That was a rough one. Made me cry several times. That's not okay. 5-finger discount. Caper complete with a 3-star good rating. Do you want to save before continuing to the third caper? Yes. We're going to save the game. And with that being said, kitten saved, equipment not retrieved. My face is hurting from crying. It's been good so far. This is a good game. Y'all should check it out. Anyway, that's going to be all for now, Foxton crew. If you had fun watching today, don't forget to hit that like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more cozy adventures. What was your favorite part? I'm more so on the sad side. There was a lot to unpack in this. And hey, if you want to hang out with me live, you can come and hang out on Twitch Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday at about 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'm a little late sometimes, but that's okay. And until next time, bye guys!